So we are going down to Jacksonville. I have a fantasy football draft, and part of that process is going to be we're going to be sourcing on the way.
Yes.
Um,
New territory.
should be interesting.
Yeah.
We've made this trip a couple times, so we have a couple
Fruit.
ideas.
Problems.
Yes, but I think there is something to be said there that can be beneficial. That if you do make long trips, you can try to make them useful.
For sure.
And we'll talk through that a little bit. We do have 7 items going out, so a little bit of a slower day, but that's a-okay. It's fine.
Everything's
But before
fine.
we get started, my name is Aaron,
I'm Amber.
and we are full-time resellers. We go live.
Monday through Thursday.
Yes.
Around now.
Yeah, sometime around now. But so the trip that we're taking down to Florida again, fantasy football, all that good stuff. I'm super excited. I'm pumped and ready. But on the way down and on the way back, it's going to be sourcing. There's some challenges to this because this is Memorial Day weekend, and weekends are generally the worst time to go garage sailing just because there's not
weekends.
many options out there.
Yeah.
So I have noticed that there is a couple on the way, yard sales, but I get the gist that it's going to be mostly thrifting because the thrift stores are always open. So that's the beauty of thrifting is you can always go to a thrift store.
There's something available.
Yeah. So a lot of this is the benefit of having us both go together is I'll be doing the look up and ahead and oftentimes I'll go, 30 minutes to an hour out and I start scouring to see if there's anything
To stop at.
And so it's not as structured as our normal garage sale days. Like I prefer our structured because it's so much easier just to be like, we're going on this route, we're coming here, and then we're going to go back home. But I don't know if I'm going to even have that.
I don't think so.
Prepared because I don't think it's worth the waste of paper to even get it prepared. I don't know. We'll see. I might change my mind later and
see how you feel on
structure it
Friday
a little
night.
bit. Well, no. I'm saying that for the garage.
Friday.
I'm saying for all of this. Like I could see.
I mean, honestly, on the way out, like there's probably going to be some sales or estate sales or moving sales, leaving town. Even.
Yeah, and so I'm going to probably wait until the last minute I can. And then obviously Saturday's going to be tricky as well because when I'm drafting. I'm not doing anything else, and I'm probably not going to be done until after 10.
On Friday.
Yeah, on Friday. Yeah. So trying to get a plan for Saturday because that could be us getting up at 5, 4, and trying
Savannah,
to go.
Just close, please.
Yes.
Savannah, don't have anything. Let us.
So it's kind of rough to have like this like very soft draft version of what this weekend's going to look like.
But this is like the nice thing about having your own businesses. It doesn't have to be like the same every time.
I also will say like my expectations are very low from a sourcing perspective.
If there was a weekend that we were going to be out of town, out of our normal habitat, it would be now because a lot of places aren't even going to have anything.
Correct.
So why not?
Yeah. So it's interesting. I'm kind of curious to know if anybody out there, whenever they make these types of trips and they're trying to source and stuff, do they have like ways that they go about it to make it fruitful? Because I think,
even just covering the gas, it's a win.
That's always my thought process. And there's been times where we've made this trip and it's been like really good.
Yeah. That was like the Blu-ray lot. Like we found tons at a thrift store.
Sealed Blu-rays at a thrift store that nobody went through because there was like a couple $50 plus Blu-rays.
I don't know if we just caught it at the right time, which is possible. But yeah, that was great. So let's repeat that, please.
Yeah, would be nice.
All right.
But all right, so we'll jump into the sales. We have 7 items going out. First item, we always like selling these. This is a large print reference Bible. This is engraved, so it has a name on it, but on the inside and everything, there's like nothing on it. So these are still super desirable, even with the engraving and everything. And the reason why this one's going to go for more large print, so anytime you see large print or giant print, they're a little bit more desirable. Reference Bible, concordance, and you want to make sure they're leather bound.
Yeah.
All of those boxes were checked. $49.99 plus shipping on that one with the box. So it also presents well. Yeah. Next up, we have a long tail item that I am so happy to see because we thought when we first started,
Coach shoes.
Coach shoes.
Oh my gosh.
This is gorgeous. Yes, awesome. We're gonna make a ton of money. How about $16 plus shipping? And
Ding,
it
ding,
took
ding, ding, ding.
it took how long?
And like they're like hopefully it's not a bit dry rotted because we've had these since we opened. Really?
No, they're in good shape.
Yeah. What is it?
16 plus shipping on those. And again,
What do we pay for them? Who knows? It's a
it
bad
doesn't
buy.
even have it on there.
It's that old. Okay.
An item I listed yesterday.
Just got this at a thrift store for $2.99.
It is a TI-84 Silver Edition.
Yeah, plus.
So the market on graphing calculators has taken a drastic
Yes,
hit.
it
If you're
has.
out there, you understand, you know. These used to go for like $45-$50 all day, and now we got $28.99.
And some of the thrift stores have not caught on that the market has tanked, so they have it listed to purchase for over $25.
I've seen TI-83s, which I don't even know if we can even sell
Probably
anymore because it's so bad. That's the calculator I grew up on. Now, so what's changed is this is like the TI-83 version
Okay.
of today.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then like they have like I want to say it's 87 and 89s that are like supercomputers, like they're almost
Yeah,
a
they do it
computer,
all.
and I don't know, not those are a lot more desirable.
That's why you got to list right away because the market, you never know, it can change.
We've had this one for quite some time. This is a Sony Mavica camera, and it is untested because I did not have a charger to test it, or batteries or whatever. I don't know. I think it's batteries. It sold for $11.50 plus shipping.
Okay.
Next up, these I'm shocked these even sold. Because I was actually about to take these down
When did we
if they
get
didn't
these?
get these. If these did not sell this Christmas season, they were going down. But these were Campbell Soup ornaments,
Okay.
like collector's editions.
And they're all scraped up and everything.
Boxes are rough, but I mean, considering these
No,
are from
the
like the
bulbs.
90s,
Yeah.
I mean, this is to be expected.
Yeah.
This lot sold for $17 plus shipping. Sold
Yeah.
via promoted listing, and
Well, at least it's we're starting to sell ornaments again. So.
yeah, that is a good thing.
Yeah. All right. This is my number 18 clothing item.
So that
I
means
was
we've had this
skewing.
for a long time.
They're scrub pants.
And they sold for $13.25 plus shipping. Did sell via promoted listing.
All right.
And then this item sold. So this was part of
Get
the
Guitar Hero
Guitar
bundle.
Hero lot bundle that we picked up this last weekend, and it worked with the guitar and everything.
Right.
But when I was looking at it, the guitar with the dongle was selling for like $60 to $70 plus shipping, and it had a loose piece in it.
Oh,
like
the
a
guitar
piece of,
in the neck or something.
Yeah, like you just pick it up, move it, and it would just
Something was rattling.
So I was able to fully test it, but being that it only added like $10 of value, and it obviously would make shipping a lot more difficult, and the sell through with the guitar,
And storage.
the sell through plummets when you add the guitar to it.
Yeah.
But if you sell just the dongle, it sells like instantly, which is what happened. It sold instantly for $49.95 plus shipping.
Take that all day for saving space, saving on shipping.
Yep.
And unlikely return.
Yeah. Correct.
So.
Well, because the guitars always increase the likelihood of
We've
issues.
not had any of those, have we? Come back? Maybe one.
Yeah, one I think has been an
Anyways.
issue, but
So if you ever see those video game guitars, make sure that it either has the dongle with it or look for if it needs a dongle.
yeah.
Because sometimes you'll see the guitars, but then you're going to end up having to pay for the dongle to even operate it. Hey, Bama, good morning.
Yeah, and and honestly, and a lot of times, like that is a perfect example of the money is in the dongle, not in the actual product.
Isn't that funny?
Which the
Oh my
dongle
gosh.
is worth.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so much easier to deal with.
Yeah.
Obviously, testing it would be good, but if I didn't even have the guitar, for example,
To
I would
test it.
just plug it into my PS4.
Oh, yeah.
See it lights up and be like,
Tested.
tested. It works.
It's golden.
Because that's the only thing it wouldn't be. An
But
issue
I
with
can
the
see
sync.
why that would be a valuable piece because that's easily lost.
Yes, easy to lose. So we paid $150 for the 6 guitars with the drum set, and being that we're getting about a third of the money back with just one little piece from a guitar. One of the guitars didn't work.
Okay.
One of them I had to order a game because I had to get the game to test
Right.
it better, but
Yeah, so there's not it's not a slam dunk when you run into the guitars. There's always some little hiccup.
well, I will say what you want to look for is Rock Band 4.
Okay.
That is, and if you got anything that denotes that it is for PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, they are more valuable.
Okay.
If it's PS2, PS3, they're not as valuable. I will say the Wii ones can be like a $50 guitar. Like if you see that they're Wii and they're in good functioning condition, and then if they're wired,
Right.
I like the
or-
wired
yeah.
ones as well because
You don't
it's
need
just,
a dongle.
You don't need a dongle and it's less headaches.
I just always thought he was making up that word. When he first said dongle, we were at a sale, and this man that was selling a guitar or whatever, Aaron's like, oh, does it have the dongle? And we both looked at each other like, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
And so me and the seller were joking on him, oh, a dingle, a dongle? Okay, I'm pretty sure you're not saying that right.
Yeah.
And then come to find out, joke on us.
Yeah.
That is what it's called.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That was early on in the process
Yes.
where we didn't quite know what we were getting into. But
For
yes,
sure.
I like selling those things. I like testing them.
Yeah.
So it's a
I'm glad you do.
good product.
Kids like it too sometimes. Not anymore. They used to like it more.
Yeah.
They're burnt out on it.
I will say, when you get the drum set though, the kick pedal wears me out. Just doing that on a consistent basis just wears me out.
Yeah.
And then it gets to a point where I'm like, unconnect, it works. I'm going to try to play drums without the kick pedal because this is ridiculous. I don't know how anybody plays that, like more than one song where it's like, oh my gosh, I'm sweating.
Can you imagine being the actual drummer?
Oh,
like
nope.
that's a full body
I can't.
sport.
No, thank you. I need to
That's like the organ,
I need to calm myself.
you know,
Oh.
at church.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah,
got to
no.
do it all.
Nope, not
That's
doing
talent. It's definitely talent. Good morning.
But it should be an interesting weekend. I'm kind of curious to see if we're able to get anything. There's going to be
Yes.
opportunity.
How do you know?
I say there's going to be opportunity because we're going to be going places.
I was going to say we're traveling through a lot more territory, so there has to be something.
So there's opportunity.
Yes.
I just don't know if
Full
it's going to be like
right timing.
right timing.
Yeah. That's
and,
it. Just
yeah.
right timing.
Or just even having the right items available.
Bama said, I get hot playing the guitar.
Yeah. Could you imagine playing the drums like that? I mean, those people were straight up.
Yeah.
I've seen there was a guy that would used to do he would be doing a live on YouTube, I think. And I mean, this dude's just straight up sweating. Just sweating like crazy. And he just will not stop and he keeps going. I'm like, man, I don't know how you do it, but
I know. I went to a Blink-182 concert when I was a lot younger. And
because she had her goth days.
that's not even goth. You don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm joking. I do
Anyways.
that on purpose.
Killing me. So he was playing the drums and it was like flipping in
Yeah.
the air as he was doing it above the crowd. It's amazing.
It was all a mirror.
No, it was not.
He wasn't actually
It was
flipping.
legit.
Oh, okay.
Legit.
But
So pretty cool.
all right.
And we had a drum set for our child, and he got frustrated because that's a lot of coordination. So I didn't really blame him. I'm like, okay, we can get rid of it. Don't cry. It's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
But all right, I think that is it for
that's
today.
all. So we're gonna have our trip, and we will let you know how we do on Monday.
Yeah, and I just think lowering expectations.
We're gonna get
for
nothing.
The holiday weekend is always a good thing because you will be disappointed if you have high expectations. So
Lower expectations. Isn't that what you always say?
yes, you know where that's from, right?
No. What is it
That's
from?
Mad TV.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to show you.
Okay, because I don't know what you're talking
But
about.
all right, well, everybody, we hope you have a
Thank
great
you for
weekend.
joining us, and you have a wonderful weekend.
Take care, everybody.